All right, it's already
Hi.
4:10, so we can now start with our webinar. Before we proceed, again, we will start with company profile presentation. But of course, I would like to say thank you first to Courtney, who were able to join us and give this information or this opportunity to our aspiring students. Right, Courtney. I'll give you the floor in about 5 to 10 minutes. Allow me to introduce our company profile. And to
Sure.
those who are here in our link, thank you so much as well for joining our webinar. To those who are watching our live in TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube account, thank you so much as well for joining us. Today, we will be discussing the opportunity of studying in Valencia, Spain. But again, before that, let me now continue with my presentation for our company profile or how Anicon will help students start with their journey in Spain. Right. So as you can see on your screen, our tagline or main goal is for our students to build a better future abroad or depending on your chosen country. So Anicon is not just going to help you with all the documents, with all the things that you need for you to be able to complete with your application, but also making sure that you will have a better future abroad. That's why we have Courtney, because I know that their group of school will definitely provide you a better future after or during your studies in Spain. Okay? And Anicon actually started since 2012. 2018 is the first time that we focus on assisting or providing services to our Filipino students who are interested in studying abroad. So technically, Anicon helping students all throughout or globally, all throughout the country. It depends on which country you prefer to study. Okay, but since 2014, because 2018 we are under J Mission documentation, and since we are getting bigger and brighter, Anicon is now standing on our own, and we also have a what do you call this? We also have other company or sister company who focus on tour and services. So if you're also planning to have your vacation, we can recommend you to our partner company. And also we have a marketing arm. All right. And here are the name, or you can just call us Anicon moving forward, because Anicon Tourism Consultancy Services Incorporated is very long name. So moving forward, you can just call us Anicon. We have short and long-term programs. And the programs that we, or the assistance that we provide to our students is study abroad planning. So we do a free one-on-one or group consultation for us to be able to identify which program will fit to our aspiring student. Okay, and since we also would like to have at least a short experience for our students who wants to know what's the feeling of an international student. That's why we have a cultural immersion. This program will last for about 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the student. Um, if which country they would like to do a cultural immersion. This is like a field trip, but you will stay in that specific country and that specific school for at least 2 weeks to 1 month. You will attend on their classes, meet Filipino community, as well as visit their campuses and other tourist destination in that specific area. But of course, our main focus or our main brand is the long term, which is a student pathway or student assistance for those who wants to study abroad. Okay, and we also assist our students for with their documents, including visa application and pathway creation. That's why this 2025 we bring you Ascensia group or our Valencia group of school, because as mentioned earlier, we are getting bigger and brighter. So this pathway in Valencia, Spain, for sure, fits to most of our aspiring Filipino students. Yeah, as mentioned, we are not just focused in one country, but right now, of course, we would like to, focus in studying in Spain. But in case, for your reference, we also have three Facebook page, mainly focusing per brand. So if you're able to visit the red logo of our Facebook, it's focused on Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, and USA. The orange one is for Japan and Asia. And the blue brand is more on European institutions. So we are the first one who were able to send students in Bulgaria, Italy, and South Korea. All right. So again, this is our logo, Anicon Tourism Consultancy. And most of our students is far from our office or from the location of our office. So of course, before they proceed to start with their application, we want to make sure that they are comfortable to proceed and continue with the process through our agency. So we always provide our SEC registration. So this is our to prove that we are legally operating here in the Philippines. So you can always take note of our SEC registration number. All right, why choose Anicon? So of course, aside from we are the first of the first who were able to everything is organized and assistance with your application of our team, our angels who will continue assisting you all throughout with the process. And this is our vision and mission. I will not read this anymore. And our core values. At the end of the day, our meaning we were able to provide and meet your expectations. So our services, we have short-term programs. We also have some office visit. We also visit other locations here in the Philippines. Some students who were able to receive their visa approval. So if you also have time to visit our office, we are located here in Ortigas, Pasig. You can always do a face-to-face consultation with us. It's free. It's not going to cost you any amount or any money. So we also receive or attend agent appreciation. We receive some awards, and we also attend workshops. We also have mini sessions with our school representatives, including the webinars. So this is our social media accounts, our emails, and that's it. That's the end of my presentation. So again, if you will be needing or if you want to study abroad, Anicon will be here all throughout with your application until you start your study in your chosen destination. So that's the end of my presentation, but we are not yet done. Again, I would like to introduce to everyone our special guest. Okay, this is our first webinar with Courtney, but of course, this is not going to be the last. We might do some info session as well. Hopefully, Courtney will visit the Philippines anytime soon.
Yeah.
So you can also meet her. But I will not take much of your time, guys. I will let Courtney provide all the details that you need if you're going to study in Valencia. Courtney, you can take over. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your presentation. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Courtney. I am the International Director of Study in Valencia Group. Why are we studying Valencia Group? Because we're a group of 4 schools all located in Valencia. So remember, Study in Valencia, and the 4 schools are Ecotour, Aula Labor, IHMGS, and Asencia Valencia. If you are, we have the 4 schools, but the group in general is called Study in Valencia. Valencia, I'm not sure if you know where Valencia is, but I highly recommend you to investigate. It's an amazing city to do some research. It's actually got voted the best city in the world by for expat in 2022 by Forbes magazine. So this just proves how amazing Valencia is at the moment. And myself, I have been in the Philippines and I have traveled around the Philippines. It's a great country for you guys to be interested in because of the cultural similarities. The temperature is very similar. You know, people are very welcoming and very warm. So your neighbors and the students and your friends will all be very similar to you guys as well. And we have great food as well. And Valencia, luckily, is located on the coast. Okay, so we have the sea, we have the mountains, we have old and modern part of the city system for students to be able to get around all of the city as well. There's a few things I would like to mention about it, is that extremely safe for all students, for all ages, for all people. It's a very multicultural, diverse city, which is very good because you will always find people from Philippines, or myself, I know people from the UK. So we have this great international vibe in Valencia. And in Valencia city, between all the schools, there's around 10,000 to 12,000 international students each year. Okay, so this is obviously a growing number, and it just proves that we're very good compared to Madrid or Barcelona, that are maybe a lot more expensive or very, very crowded. Okay, so I'm going to now talk a little bit about the education system. One second. Sorry about that. So yes, in Study Valencia, we offer different programs. Our education system is obviously all of the 4 schools are completely official. So we're official in the Ministry of Education. We offer what we call MS, which is a management specialization. These are equivalent to vocational training programs. Okay, so the vocational training programs, they're all broke down in the same structure. Every student that comes to Spain will receive Spanish language classes at the beginning of their course. So they'll have a Spanish language at the beginning, and then their course they chose, and then they will have internships afterwards. Depending on the course they do, they will have internships in one industry or different fields or things like this. So I'm going to go over again. All students will have 200, 300 hours of Spanish language, then do the course of their choice, and then they will have internships. We have courses in all different areas, but we are definitely specialized in hospitality, tourism, and culinary arts. So we have, for example, admin and finance, we have web application development, we have marketing, we have tourism and hospitality, commerce and logistics, human resource, and also we do have healthcare program. One thing I would like to also mention is we actually have an official master's in collaboration with the University of Valencia for hospitality and tourism. I know many students in Philippines have a bachelor's. So this might be a great option for you guys. All of our hospitality programs and culinary art programs have amazing internship options. And when I say this is the best thing about it. Culinary arts and tourism a month, and accommodation. So during your 3-month internship, without the whole of Spain, or you could even go onto the Erasmus program, which you could go to a different European country and do your internships there. So, saying this, I'm going to go back on everything I've mentioned just quickly to go over again. So, all of our programs include Spanish language, your specialization course, and internships. They're vocational training courses official for the Ministry of Education. And we have tourism, hospitality, marketing, culinary arts. We have web application development. We have admin and finance. We have healthcare, logistics. So all these different programs you can apply to, they all have the same structure yet again. And the internships obviously depend on the program you're going to do. We're very, very affordable compared to other countries and other cities, because Spain at the moment is booming in Europe. It's a huge destination. So the programs start at 6,400 euros and then go upwards. But none of them go past 10,000 euros, which is normally an average price when in different countries. So we're very affordable in this. And also Valencia is a lot more affordable within Spain itself compared to Madrid or Barcelona. I would also like to mention that we do actually have a 96 visa success rate from the Philippines. Myself, I was with the Ambassador of Spain, helping all the procedures. We were with the Ministry of Education also. So my job exactly is to help these procedures to make everything easier for everybody. In Study in Valencia, we also offer accommodation for the students to make their life so much more easier while they're trying to search for their future. We offer these services. We also offer the services of visa management or visa advisor, which will obviously be in collaboration with the agency itself to make sure you have more possibilities for the visa success. Obviously, we will check from our side and they will check from their side. So this is a great option for you guys as well. So this is the general outlook of the programs. At the moment, we have around 50 Filipino students. We have students from India, from Latin America, from Africa. We have students from Russia. We have students from China. So we are very, very international. And this is very enriching as well, because obviously you will be in class with students from all over the world. And we do many activities with the students as well. So for example, if you're studying culinary arts, we will go to the Museum of Rice, for example, and you see how rice is processed and all these different activities as well. So it's not just, theoretical learning. And also, obviously, in culinary arts class, you will be in the kitchens as of the first day of your specialization course. All programs are very extensive because you need to learn quick, correctly, etc. So we're looking around having 5 days of class a week, normally between 25 and 30 hours a week. All of our teachers also are bilingual. Okay, so I had a question today from a student saying, how about if I don't learn Spanish quick enough when I get to the classes? There's no problem, because the classes, for example, if you do culinary arts, if you do logistics, the class is actually given in Spanish, but we will help you with all the requirements, because our teachers are speaking English as well. So maybe the academic information we give you is in English, but the class speaking is in Spanish. This will help you also learn the vocabulary you need for that specialization. Okay, because we want you to learn, this is our main priority, is for you to learn the best way possible. And this is the best way we found, is giving the class in Spanish and maybe the documents in English, or vice versa. This will help you learn the vocabulary you need and prepare you for the future. For example, in the culinary arts class, if you do not turn up to class in your uniform, you will not be accepted in the class, because obviously you need to learn that being a chef is very strict for the future, and you have to have all the safety protection, etc. So I gather I'm going to see many of you in Valencia soon, and you will definitely see my face around the school as well. We are very... One thing people like about studying Valencia group is we're very human, we're very empathetic, because most of the people working here, teachers and admin team and myself, we're also foreign. We're foreign people living in Spain, either who emigrated in different situations, but many of us also emigrated on a student visa. So we know exactly how to empathize with guys how to help you in the correct way, because we've done it ourselves. So this is a very strong point of ours, and we're very proud to say this, because people, they always find home, as we say, in Study in Valencia group, because we're always here to help as well. So I'm not sure if we do like a round of questions, or you have any questions to ask me, if I should go over the information again. How would you like me to carry on?
Yeah, sure. Maybe if you have any questions regarding anything specifically studying in Valencia, please feel free to unmute your mic, or you can also use our chat box. So while Courtney is here for us to be able to answer all our questions, maybe while waiting for them to ask questions, Courtney, can you at least give us the intakes of these programs? What are the normal intakes you have for next
Okay.
year? Mhm.
Yeah, so for the next intakes we have are for January 26th, and then we have April 26th, and then we have September 26th. Now in Spain, I would like to mention there's the new foreign immigration law came into acceptance in May. So they have changed a few things. So we've had to adapt very quickly to this.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have to present your visa within 2 months before the intake starts. So between 6 months and 2 months before the intake starts. So for example, now the September 25 intake is not possible, and we're going directly to the January intake, which you will have to present your visa before the 12th of November.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, if you want to come to Spain in January, you need to move quickly, because we'll have to do everything before the 12th of November 25.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The admission process from our side, we're very quick. I'll explain this, and then I'll ask the question. Okay, so the admission process from our side is very quick. Obviously, you would need your documents to be sent to the agency. The agency would send me the documents. We will check, we'll have an interview with you guys. The interview is generally very brief to make sure your English language is correct. Obviously, normally Filipino students speak very, very good English. To just go over again your academic background and why you have chosen Spain as a destination. Once the interview is done, the interview is generally 5-10 minutes duration. We will send you the offer letter. Once we have sent you the offer letter and you have made the payment, we will send you the admission letter. This process, from the moment we receive the documents to sending the admission letter, if the students are as quick as we are, it can take maximum a week. So we're very, very quick on this side. Also, we will help with the accommodation and all the visa process in collaboration with the agency.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. I believe we also have a question from our viewer to our Facebook account, and we'll relay the question.
Hi. Your connection, I think, is faulting. Hello? Hi, yeah, sorry, your connection cut off. Depending on the situation he is currently in, if he's on a tourist visa, he can change from a tourist visa to a student visa, or if he's a resident here, they can just apply because there's no visa needed. I always recommend a student, once they arrive, is to employ an immigration lawyer to finish all the documents they need while they're in Spain. So it depends on the visa that Emmanuel has at the moment. He could go through one route or the other, but everything is possible. I would also like to mention that obviously, as mentioned previously, I will be traveling back to Manila and to the Philippines soon, hopefully in November. And I definitely encourage all the students and everybody connected to, if you haven't made your decision by then, to definitely come and join us at the event we will do at the time in person.
Yes, that's really great to know, Courtney. We have some questions as well from our TikTok account. They would like to know the programs. So you already mentioned it earlier, but the viewer is a bit late. Can you give at least again the programs that you have in Valencia?
Yes, sure. So we offer a wide range of management specialization programs, which is the equivalent to vocational training. The structure is always the same. So we always have Spanish language at the beginning and then the specialization afterwards. Once they have finished their specialization, are the following. So we have admin and finance, logistics, web development, marketing, hospitality, culinary arts, and also healthcare. So we have a wide range of programs to offer, and we also have an official master's of tourism and hospitality in the University of Valencia.
And we also have a question here. Do you have a caregiver? I think this will fall to dependent care. Is that the correct program?
Yes. So this would be the healthcare for dependent people. This course has a price of 6,900 euros. And this, I think, obviously the next interview. So yes, we do have a program for this. And also I would like to mention, all of our programs are possible to equivalent in all of Europe, all of European qualification.
All right, that's great. So we have a wide range of programs for you guys. If you are interested, we can definitely check the program that fits on your background. I will also provide my email here, so you can send us your resume so that we can review and provide you the program that fits on your experience or background. Okay. Here you go. So you can always send me your resume so that we can proceed with your, we can proceed checking your background and with your application. So we have another question, though you already provided the answer. The tuition fee is 6,900. Up to around 8,000 something.
9,000 is the most expensive course we currently have. So it starts at 6,900 and goes up to 9,000 euros. So it's fairly affordable compared to other cities, countries, and other schools also.
Yes. And how can you at least give an advice or suggestions when it comes to paying the tuition fee? What is the most advisable? I know that there would be like an option for 50% or 70%, but what is the best?
Okay, the best option, and this was actually told to me by the ambassador of Spain in Manila, is that the students always pay 100% before applying for their visa. This because it shows interest, and also this if you pay 50%, you still have to provide the extra 50% in your economic solvency, so you have to have the money anyway. So you might as well pay the 100%, prove the interest to the embassy and to BLS, and then just we will refund you the money in case of visa refusal, so there's no worries of doing this.
Okay, yeah, it is always advisable to at least pay the full amount of your tuition fee. So another question, is show money also required, ma'am?
Yes, the show money required, if I'm not wrong, is 700 euros per month So that's 700 by 12. So I would always say give a little bit extra as well. So I would say around 9,000 euros to have in your bank account as the show money.
Yes. That suggested maybe at least around 12 to 15,000. The higher, the better when it comes to your proof of funds. Basically, you don't need to, use the money that you have on your account. We will only provide this as a proof that you can sustain all the necessary needs that you need while you are staying in Spain while you are studying. Right. So again, a sponsorship is allowed. Is that right? Their
Yes.
parents up until like any like for example, is my siblings, my uncle, are they allowed to be my sponsor?
If I'm not wrong, this might have changed with the new immigration law, but it has to be first contact family members.
Okay.
So parents, brothers, or I'm not sure if grandparents are allowed in this case, but
Okay.
they generally have to be first contact family members.
All right. Thank you so much. Let me check if there's another question. They are already graduated with their bachelor degree. Are they allowed to study the vocational programs?
Yes. We always ask for students to have, if I'm not wrong, it's the K-12, the high school degree is the minimum requirement. So all students have to be 18 and over and have their minimum education. So even though you're graduates and have a bachelor's, there's no problem whatsoever. You can apply for any course, but obviously I would recommend you to apply for the master's.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let me just check if we have any other questions. Okay. All right. Let's just give them at least 3 more minutes to see if they will have another question. But again, guys, the intakes for next year, they have at least 3 to 4 intakes. But again, the suggested timeline should be minimum of 6 months. Preparation time, visa application. But if you can do longer than 6 months, that definitely much better so that you can have enough time to prepare all the things that we need. Especially,
We have enough time to prepare the
Mhm.
documents, to present, to ask for the appointment in the visa office. So this is it's a good time limit, is 6 months.
Okay. What programs offers paid internship and free accommodation?
All the hospitality and all the culinary arts. So anything to do with hospitality, tourism, and culinary arts, we can offer you the internships with accommodation allowance and 3 meals a day.
Wow. Okay. So that's already complete. That's for 3 months with allowance, accommodation,
Yes,
and meal.
and 3 meals a day. We will do once the students start. For example, you start the culinary classes. We have an internship department that will follow up with you since the moment you start till the moment you finish, making sure we can provide you the best internships or the best location or the preferred location. So we have a department that's fully integrated with all the courses to help all the students with this.
All right. How about after studies? What are the opportunities of being employed?
Okay, so one thing I haven't mentioned, which is probably the most important as well, is that in Spain, all students can work up to 30 hours a week. This is the highest percentage, if I'm not wrong, worldwide at the moment. So a general contract for anybody employed like myself is maximum 40 hours. So being able to work 30 hours a week while on a student visa is very, very good. This is a 75% of a general contract.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can just change the student visa to a work visa if you already have a job. So we do recommend students to find a job while they're here. This will help with their income. This will help also for them to integrate a little bit more and to know the ins and outs of employment in Spain, and then to change their student to the work visa.
Okay. What will be the part of the institution for us to be able to look for a job?
Okay, so obviously this is not our responsibility to find jobs for students, but we do have on our website a job search, because we work with so many establishments with the internships. They sometimes ask me for, people to work. So we are constantly updating the job website, but this obviously is not our responsibility to then provide any information. It's just a point of contact between the employer and the employment. And obviously, if a student comes to me or comes to any of the team saying, listen, I'm prepared now to find a job in Spain, can you just check my CV to think if it's correct to send out to any employment, any establishments? Things like this, we will be more than helpful to do. We're more than welcome to do this type of thing, but obviously it's not our responsibility to find a student a job.
All right, thank you. Okay, one more minute. Let's see if there's more question. By the way, thank you so much, Courtney, for answering all the questions.
You're more than welcome.
Okay, so more people are joining, hopefully. They were able to attend earlier, but yeah. When can I bring my dependent? Is it
Okay.
allowed? Mhm.
If I'm not wrong, dependents are now no longer allowed. I think it's something, I don't want to say yes or no, because I think this changed in the new law, which came about not longer than a month ago. So I wouldn't really recommend trying to come to Spain on a student visa with a dependent at the moment. I would definitely check the immigration law before trying to do this.
Okay, but if they already are working, are they? Is it more possible for them to bring their dependents once they're working?
Once they're in Spain and once they're here and working, yes,
Okay.
it's possible, but not to come together with one
Yes.
person on a student visa.
Yes. Okay. Based on your students' experience, how many months or what are the percentage of them getting a work after studying?
All of our students. We have a 100% employment of all of our students after they finish their studies have found a job.
Okay, so that's very good to know, because all of the students would definitely love to have a work after studying.
Yes.
Okay. How long it will take? You mentioned that earlier. I forgot how long it will take for them to receive an offer letter after the interview.
Yeah, the interview. So if we do the interview, for example, now, within half an hour to 1 hour, they could receive the offer letter. And then once they make the payments, the admission letter takes a few more days, because until the money is not reflected in our account, we cannot provide the admission letter. So by the time you send the documents to the agency, we have the interview, and the offer letter could be a question of 24 to 48 hours. And then from there, we could add on another 72 hours approximately, depending on if the money has reached the account. We will send you the admission letter and the invoice to start proceeding with the admission process.
Okay. When it comes to their payment, once they receive the offer letter, what is the usual timeline, or how long do they have before paying the tuition fee?
Okay, so we always recommend to do within 7 to 10 working days.
Okay.
So yes, once you receive the offer letter, it's better to pay immediately, so we can then provide you the admission letter, provide you the invoice, and then start working in collaboration with Anacon with your profile for the embassy and for the procedure. So obviously, the quicker we do things, the better, because obviously the time limits are established by the government 2 months before the intake starts. Sometimes it depends. For example, now in August in Spain, everything is starting to go a little bit slower because people are on vacation. Also taking into account maybe the BLS office and things like this. So we always recommend to pay as soon as possible to make everything run smoothly.
All right. So one more question from our viewers. Sorry, Courtney. I will be needing more of your time. So what are the possible questions on the interview?
In our interview as a school, we will just ask you to present yourself briefly, to tell me a little bit about your background, if you have work experience, why you have chosen Valencia, if you have been informed correctly about the program, the breakdown of the structure, and things like this. So it's a very basic interview from our side. And then with our visa department here in Spain, you will receive mock interviews with the visa manager to make sure you are prepared for the embassy interview if asked any questions. So we do help you through all this to make sure all the students are completely well prepared.
Okay. I have another question, but I forgot. I might ask that later. But if Spanish language study duration is 1 year, can this course allow you to apply for long stay? Like, you have Spanish language, right? Is it the same with other
We do
programs?
have a Spanish language course, but if you come to Spain to study only Spanish language, you will not receive an authorization to work.
Mhm.
You're only allowed to work in Spain on a student visa with all studies except for Spanish language studies. So I do not recommend this program. You can come to Spain, you can study Spanish language for 1 year, but you cannot renew your visa or you cannot work. So this is not very recommendable for our side.
Okay. Okay, let me just check if there's any other question. No more question on our Facebook. Okay. All right. I believe that's all the questions, Courtney. Hopefully, most of the questions or all the questions that you have, guys, everyone, to those who are watching our live, of course, who joined here on our link, was able to provide all the questions that you have. But if in case you will start with your applications and you want or you have more questions, please do not hesitate to send us any message or send us an email with your resume so that we can provide answer to your questions. Again, Anicon is here for you to have guide with all your application process, not just with your school application, but also with your visa application. Of course, Courtney and her team will also help us with the visa application. That's why they have an interview to make sure that all of us will pass the visa application. So again, we will wait. We are still open for January intake. We still have time, but we need to make sure that to start as soon as possible.
Yes. I would just like to say again, thank you for everybody for connecting. Thank you, Anicon, for the possibility to do this webinar. Search Valencia, you will absolutely love it. It's an amazing city, and please obviously send all of your questions and applications to Anicon because I'm 100% sure you will not regret.
Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time, Courtney, and to those who watch our live and stayed here in our link. Again, this is not the last time. This is only the first. We have more. Courtney will visit the Philippines. We will also invite you. So thank you so much and see you everyone soon. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Adios. Adios.